come in here because we're trying to look at issues specifically and see how we can relate them to elections. Talk about education, infrastructure, corruption, so many other things. And one talking point before we go into some critical issue has to do with the comment of the president, because now it would seem as if when leaders speak, we are in doubt as to what exactly they're trying to tell the people. I recall very much in 2010 when that bomb blast happened in Abuja. It was even from the presidency we heard that it wasn't even meant. They were specifically exonerated. And almost 15 years now, I mean almost 5 years down the line, we're also getting to hear the president telling the nation that that group he exonerated at that point in time were actually out to assassinate him. In politics, comments like that, how do they situate well within the electorate? If I'm listening to you and you have told me something this year and next year you're saying something contrary that would have actually swayed my votes maybe in your favor, doesn't that leave me more confused as to what to take and what not to take?
First, I'm not too sure of the president's comments at that time when it happened, whether he exonerated men or not. But you see, when a security situation occurs, you go there as a person, a leader, or you make a comment. That comment may not be based on the total information that's available. Between that time and now, that's assuming he made that comment. Between that time and now, a lot has happened, a lot of information are coming. There have been trials in South Africa. A lot of intelligence has come in to confirm, oh, this was what exactly the situation that happened. And I think that was what he was expressing yesterday. From what the available records, I was to be assassinated. Who paid Okan, his group, to assassinate me. That was what the president meant yesterday. And I think that there was nothing wrong in saying so. And let me, because people have been saying, oh, it was as if the president yesterday was just reacting, they expected this and that. The campaign will take at least a month. And it is not a campaign that started yesterday and we finished yesterday. I think what the president did yesterday was, first of all, there are so many issues that's in the public domain, issue of corruption, issue of security and all that. And accusations have been leveled against him on these issues. And what he did yesterday was, first of all, to clear the air, you know, with that speech yesterday, clear the air in some of these areas, corruption, security. And as the campaign goes on, the other issues that we would the electorate will be coming on. So we should not just pick that speech of yesterday. I think that's the beginning and the end of the campaign.
Now, as a member of the PDP, I wanted you to clear that because you're also an insider and a founding member of the PDP. But looking at so many other issues, let's take one that, well, is close to your heart. We're talking about the health. The health sector hasn't really fared pretty well with this administration.
And I think it has fared better. It has fared very well in administration. Even if we are not talking of the infrastructure, the fact that we've been able, this administration has been able to pull through the health bill is a big plus. It's a big plus because that is the foundation that you require for an improved healthcare in Nigeria. But outside that too, the other areas in terms of infrastructure, in terms of the human resources, there's been a lot of improvements. The details will come out as the campaign progresses.
You know, for a layman, for you to believe that things are working pretty well, you can also feel them. And when it comes to health issues, we still have so many other ailments that should have been dealt with here in the country, taken outside Nigeria. So
there's no country that is able to deal with all its ailments. I need to clarify that. There's no country that is able to deal with all the ailments. In this country today, they're able to deal with a lot more ailments than we had a governor who had an accident and had fracture. He wasn't flown out. He was treated here in Nigeria. There are so many things that can be traced. It's just that sometimes people find it fashionable to go out for medical treatment, even for things that can be done in Nigeria. We may go out to deliver outside this country, normal deliveries, and these are the women who can deliver here in Nigeria. So sometimes it's not because the facilities are not available. It's just that some of us like things that are foreign.
The other perception is that corruption. There's this perception out there that the government of the day is not adequately tackling corruption. Why do you think that is so?
You see, because, like the President said yesterday, he has not used, or the current administration has not used the jungle justice style of tackling corruption. He said something which people are not even talking about. He said, look, very soon, the list of those who have been successfully prosecuted will be published. And that this administration has prosecuted more people in the case of corruption than any other administration. It's the approach that differs. So this administration has its own way of tackling corruption, which may be more humane than the kind of we like sensationalism in Nigeria. And I think that is what has been happening.
No, but he knows he was going to be getting into another election year. So at the time that there were this allegation about some persons in his cabinet who were alleged to have done a thing or two, there wasn't even that drive or push from there, if there was, you could tell us, if they could just step aside for a bit, let them investigate you if you feel you come back.
Yeah, you see, that is because we like sensationalism. If somebody comes here now and something is missing, and we just say, oh, Mr. A is the one who took it, and that person is already labeled, that is, we continue to flog that Mr. A. But the truth is that that item that is missing should be investigated.
While the person is still in the saddle?
Oh, yes, well, it depends. It depends on, you see, the investigations go on whether you are there or not. What are they looking for? They're looking for records and documents. If you want to say there's a corruption issue, and once it happens, the person must leave office, you're already persecuting before even getting the facts.